Now, I'm not here to tell you whether he'll see a shadow or will he not see a shadow. I'm just here to tell you the facts, and the honest fact is that we may see a little bit more of that wintry hint in east central Illinois. The track for this system shifted further to the north, and that means that we saw less snowfall than what we were originally expecting in east central Illinois. And looking a little bit closer to home right now, we are finally starting to see a couple flurries making landfall across the area. At least start next week with a high of 54, so it will be a little bit of a roller coaster ride for the next week or so, but definitely some much needed rainfall.
I definitely believe it. I got
last night, and that led up to a gloomy Wednesday in east central Illinois. Mostly cloudy skies over Charleston right now. We'll see sunshine returning tomorrow, but will the heat come with it? I'll have the answer coming up. Evening hot and dry conditions have prompted Coles County to reissue their burn ban. This took effect at noon today, meaning that conditions currently are favorable for these fires to start and potentially spiral out of control. Hey, good evening, Joe. You're right. We did see a fair amount of snow across the area today. As you can see, almost over an inch across the ground here where we're standing at right now. A lot of it's this very wet snow, not really too dry tonight. And it'll be a great night to get out and hopefully catch a glimpse at the Orionian meteor shower that will be peaking during the night tonight and tomorrow. You could be seeing up to 20 meteors an hour in the skies. For you, the rain is going to be over here in just a couple of hours. The rain that we saw in east central Illinois today was actually the wraparound of the rain system that we saw moving through last night in the area. Just hasn't been able to make that journey because the jet stream has been too strong. But we're starting to slowly shift to a negative AO, which means that we're starting to see some more of that cold air getting down with the jet stream. Last night, these auroras were very visible to the naked eye. As you can see from this photo given to us from our very own sports watcher, Matt Posner, beautiful clear skies and those auroras out in full strength last night. Looking a little closer right now, around 10:45 to 11 o'clock, areas around Taylorville and Decatur will be the first to be affected by this system of storms moving through. As we move throughout the night and move our system forwards, past midnight, around 1:30 in the morning, this will shift east of I-57. Good evening. Our warm-up officially began this week, or today, in east central Illinois. 83 degrees for our high in Terre Haute, much warmer than that across a lot of the area. 84 in Charleston, our warmest. 88 in Effingham and in Taylorville today. We'll be seeing those temperatures even warmer tomorrow. But looking at current conditions, we're seeing mostly cloudy skies, which is a little bit of a change of pace from what we've been seeing. We're still holding on to the sunshine in a few communities. 82 degrees right now and sunny in Robinson, and 83 and sunny right now in Danville. Now, the sunshine is starting to move out of, or starting to make its way out. High pressure is starting to lose its grip over the Midwest, and that means that we'll start to see a few more clouds moving in. But unfortunately, this stationary front that has been stagnant here for the past week or so still isn't going to be moving, so we're not having as much moisture as we would normally expect. Some of these rain spots might be a little bit bigger if we actually had some of that moisture to work with here in the Midwest. 60 degrees overnight for our low. The skies will be starting to clear up towards morning, but we will be staying mild overnight. East winds from 5 to 10 miles an hour won't be fueling any sort of warm-ups, but our warm-up that we have been expecting will be continuing. 89 degrees for our high tomorrow. We'll be seeing sunny skies throughout the entire day in Charleston. Winds will be shifting from the east to the north, but no real influence other than that. And above average temperatures will be beginning for the next several days or so for our forecast. And looking at futurecasts right now, it's going to be a little bit of a dull watch. You probably can't even tell that the time's moving forward right now, because we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of clouds tomorrow over east central Illinois. Of course, we could still see a cloud or two overhead, but Futurecast and me is predicting a sunny sky for tomorrow. But again, that means no rainfall to help our drought situation. This map will be updating tomorrow, and we'll probably see some of these drought regions expanded. But as of right now, moderate drought for a lot of the north and central areas of our viewing area, and severe drought in areas of Champaign and Piatt counties. Of course, we're going to continue to hope for rainfall, but we're not expecting any contributions of precipitation for the next week. And looking ahead at this weekend, that warm-up will be in real full force. 90 degrees for Friday to start the weekend. We'll just continue going up from there. 92 degrees on Saturday with sunny skies, and on 94 is going to be our hottest high to end our weekend on Sunday. But we're hoping that it'll be a nice weekend for the Eastern Illinois football team. They'll be back at home taking on Illinois State in the Mid-America Classic. That kicks off this Saturday at 2 p.m. at O'Brien Field. Around kickoff, temperatures in the low to mid 80s with sunny skies. Some stronger winds could be an issue for some of the kickers out there on Saturday. Around halftime, though, is going to be some of the warmest points of the game, right around the 90-degree mark. The sunny skies will continue towards the end of the game, where we'll see those temperatures in the mid 80s. And of course, everyone here at WEIU is hoping for another Panther win, hoping to get back into the win column for this football season. And looking past this week, our warming trend won't be continuing as much, but above average temperatures will be continuing in East Central Illinois. So what does that mean for our forecast? Well, looking ahead, temperatures will be starting to get back into the 80s, but below our average for this time of year, which is right around the 83-degree mark. But again, the main focus is this weekend, 92 degrees on Saturday and 94 degrees on Sunday. So definitely some of our warmest days that we've had since the summer season, which we're right around the corner from the fall and autumnal equinox. But one thing's for sure, we'll have plenty of sunshine, but no chance of rain, which we really need to help alleviate some of our drought.
I know we want rain, but the farmers, I'm sure, want rain too with the harvest coming up.
Ben, I don't like that forecast at all. Unfortunately, I'm kidding. Thank you, though. But also coming up tonight, sports is coming up, and an area football team is off to its best.
A group of volunteers at a local conservation area are earning special statewide recognition.
Newswatch's Ben Whitney spoke with those working to protect and grow the area and about what this recognition means for them and their mission.
Warbler Ridge Conservation Area began in 2013 when the Grand Prairie Friends, a land trust, purchased 150 acres of land adjacent to Lake Charleston. That property now spreads over 1,000 acres, but maintaining that land requires volunteers.
And you can see up there, see all the fruit.
Volunteers like John Collins.
There's not much I can do nationally except vote, but I can do something locally, and this is something that I can do locally to help our environment.
John Collins is part of the Warbler Ridge Champions, a volunteer group dedicated to protecting and conserving the forest and prairies at Warbler Ridge. Former EIU professor Nancy Couton is another member of the Warbler Ridge Champions, and she says her volunteer work often takes her into the community.
I've put together a PowerPoint presentation on the native plants, and I give those talks at nature centers, at the Charleston Library.
Over her time volunteering at Warbler Ridge, Nancy has created a database of the different kinds of wildlife species available on the property, which includes 400 native forest plant species and 200 native prairie plant species. You can get out and see just a slice of this biodiversity at a pollinators plot ran by Nancy and the Champions.
This is an Illinois endangered plant, so that's one of the reasons and it likes these wet, moisture habitats. This is a touch and smell plant, so this is a native mint, and so you can smell the wonderful mint aroma.
It's hard work like Nancy and John's that caught the attention of the Illinois Department of Natural Resources. The Warbler Ridge Champions were recognized as one of the department's 2025 Volunteers of the Year. The volunteers say the statewide recognition is nice, but it was never about that to begin with.
It's nice to get recognized that you're doing something, you know, but it's not everything. It's being out here in the woods. That's the big payoff for me.
I really do feel that that more people need to get out into nature, that it's mentally and physically good for us.
In Charleston, I'm Ben Whitney for WEIU Newswatch.
Warbler Ridge has events year-round for everyone to enjoy, including its Stewardship Saturday every month. If you're interested in getting involved, you can find more information on the group's website at www.grandprairiefriends.org.